On July 20th, 1969, humanity achieved one of its most ambitious dreams, setting foot on the moon. Neil Armstrong's iconic words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," echoed across the world as he stepped onto the lunar surface. But behind the grandeur of the Apollo 11 mission lies a web of untold stories, near misses, and human perseverance that make this accomplishment even more extraordinary. These secrets, often overshadowed by the historic moment itself, reveal the depth of courage, ingenuity, and determination it took to conquer the moon, a race fueled by fear and determination. The Apollo program was born out of a fierce space race between the United States and the Soviet Union. After the Soviets launched Sputnik in 1957, the first artificial satellite, America's pride was at stake. The Cold War tension heightened in 1961, when Yuri Gagarin became the first human in space. In response, President John F. Kennedy boldly declared that America would land a man on the moon and return him safely to Earth before the end of the decade. This was an audacious promise. At the time, the U.S. space program had barely managed to put Alan Shepard into suborbital space. Landing on the moon was an entirely different challenge and mission, requiring the development of technology that didn't yet exist. Yet, this dream galvanized a nation. The technology that almost didn't work, the Apollo Guidance Computer, AGC, was one of the most advanced technologies of its time, yet it was alarmingly primitive by today's standards. With a processing power equivalent to a modern pocket calculator, the AGC had to manage critical aspects of navigation and landing. During the descent to the lunar surface, the AGC began to display a series of program alarms error codes no one had anticipated. The astronauts, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, were moments away from aborting the mission when MIT engineers on Earth realized the problem. The computer was overloaded with data but still functioning. With this reassurance, Armstrong took manual control, piloting the lunar module, Eagle, to a safe landing site with less than 30 seconds of fuel remaining. Imagine the pressure of flying blind in an alien environment, knowing the world was watching and history hung by a thread. Armstrong's calm under pressure remains a testament to human resilience. The forgotten hero, Margaret Hamilton. Behind the success of the Apollo 11 mission was a team of engineers, and one unsung hero was Margaret Hamilton. As the director of software engineering at MIT's Instrumentation Laboratory, she led the team that developed the software for the AGC. Hamilton's foresight in creating error detection protocols saved the mission during the infamous program alarms. Her work not only ensured the mission's success, but also laid the groundwork for modern computing. Hamilton's story is a reminder that great achievements are often a collective effort, built on the expertise and determination of many unsung heroes. A piece of luck on the lunar surface. While Armstrong and Aldrin collected lunar samples, an unplanned incident could have turned the mission into a disaster. After re-entering the lunar module, Aldrin noticed that a critical circuit breaker responsible for igniting the ascent engine to leave the moon had snapped off. The astronauts improvised, using a felt-tip pen to activate the circuit. It worked, and the Eagle successfully rejoined the command module, Columbia, piloted by Michael Collins, who had been orbiting the moon. This simple yet ingenious fix underscores a powerful lesson. Sometimes, the ability to adapt and think creatively in the face of unexpected challenges is as important as preparation. The quiet role of Michael Collins. While Armstrong and Aldrin became household names, Michael Collins often gets overshadowed in the Apollo 11 narrative. However, Collins played a critical role as the command module pilot. He remained in lunar orbit, ensuring the safety of the mission and preparing for the crew's return to Earth. Collins later reflected on his unique position, alone in orbit while his crewmates explored the lunar surface. "I was not lonely. I had this feeling that I was part of everything that was happening on Earth and on the moon." His humility and dedication remind us that even the most solitary roles can contribute to monumental achievements. The legacy of Apollo 11. The moon landing was not just a triumph of technology, but a victory of human spirit. It inspired generations to dream big and pursue the impossible. The lessons from Apollo 11, resilience in the face of uncertainty, the value of teamwork, and the power of imagination continue to resonate today. When we think of the moon landing, it's easy to focus on the images of astronauts bouncing on the lunar surface. But the real story lies in the countless moments of innovation, sacrifice, and sheer determination that made that historic step possible. An invitation to dream. The secrets behind the first moon landing reveal that history is not shaped by extraordinary events alone, but by ordinary people doing extraordinary things. From Margaret Hamilton coding by hand to Neil Armstrong's steely nerves, every detail reminds us of humanity's boundless potential. As we look to the stars once more with missions to Mars and beyond, the Apollo 11 story serves as an enduring beacon of hope. It challenges us to dream bigger, aim higher, and never give up, because sometimes the greatest achievements are just one small step away.